Good evening and welcome to the Rory Talk. Am I back? Good evening and welcome to the RoryTalksFootball channel for an Arsenal versus Manchester United watch-along. I hope I'm back now. I don't know what just happened, but we should be live. Aaron, good to see that you were here. I think you've just gone. You're at the game. Enjoy the game. Hi, Rory. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And Ketia Bracing coming. Hopefully SAS does stuff. Leo the Gooner, VV Vlad. Caleb's at the game as well. Enjoy it, Caleb. Zane, Trappy, Deadpool. Good to see you all. Playing your strongest squad. Here we go. Playing your strongest squad while we're not even playing. Onana, Delo, Rashford, Casemiro. Shake my head. Taking pre-season serious. I was waiting for that one, and I'm glad you've supplied it. Let's get into it. I'll say hello to everyone else afterwards, but we'll address this, because I've seen it on Twitter, and it's not very intelligent. First of all, Arsenal aren't playing Jesus, Thomas Partey, Zinchenko, Ben White, so we're not at full strength either. But also, your own social media team, the Manchester United social media team, keep putting out loads of content this evening and today about how this isn't a friendly. There's no such thing as a friendly. So you are taking it seriously. And thirdly, it's pre-season. The whole idea of pre-season is to prepare you for the season. So yeah, we're playing the players that are going to play next season. If your team doesn't look very good, maybe it's because your team isn't very good. So, you know, I think the issue you've got is that you don't have much depth. Arsenal have a lot of depth. That's the difference. You know, we've got Tomiyasu playing. Hasn't played football in about 8 months for Arsenal. And Ketia's playing up top. You know, Declan Rice and Yuri and Timber are playing for the, you know, they've played less than an hour each at this point. So, yeah, it's, I don't know why. Rory, are you paying $6.99 to watch it? No, well, I'd already bought that pre-season pass thing, so. Watch when they win. They'll brag the whole time. Won't be surprised. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We will have the bragging rights. That's how it works. Love an evening stream like this. Oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good stream. Hey, Rory, I'm at the match. Just said they're doing pens after no matter the score. There you go. There's going to be penalties at the end. I hope we bring on someone else in goal for it. Because Aaron Ramsdale is not that guy. I hope you're doing well, though. I hope you've all had a good day. Obviously, it's a Saturday. I went and watched Oppenheimer today. And that was unbelievable. Jake Hall says there's no bragging rights about pre-season friendly. Don't be cringe. Well, there's not bragging rights, but it's still funny. Bro, we are rivals. Just please learn football. Well, that's the thing. Arsenal versus Man. It's the same as Arsenal versus Chelsea last pre-season. Like, yeah, it doesn't mean anything, but you still don't want to lose it. Can we take much about Tierney's future from the lineup? Yeah, I mean, I was saying it before. I think we end up selling Tierney this window. Because effectively, from what we've seen so far, you could make the argument that Tierney is the fourth choice left back at this point, which is crazy, but it seems that way. And Tierney's not going to be, you know, Tierney is not going to be happy about the lack of game time he's getting even in pre-season. Ten Hag said no games are friendlies. Yeah, exactly. Ten Hag himself in the press conference said no games are friendlies. And you know, it's a friendly, but it's not a friendly. It's because it's Arsenal against Man United. Obviously, there's no repercussions to losing. And I would expect Arsenal will still make a lot of subs in the second half. But you're not beating us at Old Trafford with us being at full strength. You can already call that an L. Okay, mate. Okay. Fourth choice. Yeah, because at the moment, Luca, at the moment, you've got Zinchenko, Tomiyasu and Kivior all seemingly ahead of Tierney in that left-back spot. Karl Hein always around for the pen shootouts. Yeah. Tierney Cancelo swap? I doubt it. This match is just made for football Twitter. It is. This is the social media derby. You reckon we'll play a weaker team in the second half? Not necessarily weaker, right? Because, I mean, look at the players that we can bring on in the second half. In the second half, you can bring on Trossard, Jesus, Ben White. Like, thank you, Aaron. Thank you. And enjoy the game. Enjoy the game. I am jealous. Let me give you the lineups, just in case you've not seen them. I will give you the lineups. So, the Arsenal lineup, Ramsdale in goal, Timber presumably at right back, Saliba and Gabriel, Tomiyasu presumably at left back, Rice, Havertz and Ødegaard in the midfield, and then Saka, Martinelli and Eddie Nketiah. And then obviously a massive bench with Hein, Renarson, Tierney, Holding, White, Kivior, Trusty, Partey, Jorginho, Smith Rowe, Trossard, Vieira, Marquinhos, Kozia, Dubry, Jesus and Balogun. And then the Man United lineup, Heaton in goal. So Onana is not in the squad. We thought he might have got his debut today, which I would have found interesting. I wish Onana was playing, but he's not. Heaton in goal. And then they don't put their team sheets in positional order. So Wan-Bissaka at right back, Varane, Lisandro Martinez, Luke Shaw at left back, and then a midfield of Mainu, Bruno Fernandes and Mason Mount, and a front three of Anthony, Garnacho and Jadon Sancho. And then their bench, Bishop, Vitek, Dallo, Fernandes, Lindelof, Maguire, Williams, Ahmad, Casemiro, Ericsson, Gore, Hannibal, McTominay, Pellistri, Van der Beek, Forsen and Rashford. So they do have quite a lot of strength on the bench, the likes of Rashford and Casemiro and Ericsson. But ultimately, I expect Arsenal to win. Just looking at the teams. I mean, that's quite a weird sort of attack for United. I genuinely, I don't even know. Out of Sancho, Garnacho and Anthony, who plays down the middle? Maybe Bruno Fernandes plays as a false 9? I don't really know. I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see. Mainu obviously is the solo CDM for them against, Ødegaard, Havertz, Declan Rice. That's a hell of a midfield battle if you're Mainu, an academy player. But look, we'll see how it goes. Ultimately, I do think, and I said this on Twitter, I think the big noticeable difference between those two squads is the level of depth Arsenal have compared to United. Shocking front three, no DM and Tom Heaton in goal, nothing to brag about. United fans already seeking excuses. Their front three is so weak. What time is kickoff? Kickoff is 10 p.m. UK time, so 22 minutes away. Sancho's played false 9 this preseason. Right, so probably Sancho through the middle then. I can't lie. Sancho through the middle against Saliba. That's meat and drink for Saliba. I can't lie. I hope Sancho does good this season. Don't support either team. I mean, it would be nice to see him, from an England perspective, it would be nice to see him perform better. Penalties at the end, no matter what the result. Yeah, there's penalties at the end. Do you think Arsenal have more of a chance of getting Mbappe than Man U? No. No, I think Man U are the sort of team, the sort of club that would make that signing for the commercial side of it. I don't think Arsenal would. Can't wait for Gary Neville's analysis tomorrow. I don't think we'll get much of that, unfortunately. Saliba versus Garnacho most of the time. Who plays up front for Man United? Well, I think it's going to be Sancho through the middle. Judging by what people have just said, it sounds like it'll be Sancho through the middle, but Arteta's reaction to will Mbappe be an option for Arsenal is questioning, in my opinion. I don't think I even saw it. Don't think I saw it. Thoughts on Eddie being on? Good for him. Good for him. I think, look, seeing a bit of rotation between Eddie and Jesus, I'd have liked, I don't know. I'd have liked to see Jesus play, but I have to watch on MUTV and it's painful. Yeah, I mean, I'm watching it on the Arsenal website, but it's I'm not really listening to it, to be fair. Eddie gonna dunk on Rey Mysterio's head. That front three worked last time though. For Arsenal, should we go all out? I think we've got a good balance. We've not gone completely all out. We've not gone with what I would consider to be our best starting 11. I'm sorry, but why is Arteta not starting Balogun? To me, it suggests Balogun might not be here next season. He's obviously not started a game yet, so to me, it would suggest he's not going to play next season. Lol, like we aren't arguably the biggest brand on the globe, like we need some big name players. Sorry if I missed it. Did you talk about Tierney? He seems fourth choice. No, it's all good. Yeah, Arnie, I said exactly the same thing. I do think Tierney is fourth choice at this point, behind Zinchenko, Kivior, and Tomiyasu. I just can't see him playing. Your fella puts his home kit on to watch a pre-season friendly in his box room. Right. I mean, I did put the shirt on for the stream. Yeah, I did do that. Box room. I mean, unless you live in an igloo, pal. I think most rooms tend to be box shaped. Bit of a weird one, buddy. Bit of a weird one. I hope Balogun leaves, because if we get 50 million, we could fund a big player transfer like Mbappe. I don't think selling Balogun would afford Mbappe. Is Tierney being sold? I would assume so. Yeah. I look, based on what the very little amount of time we've seen him play so far this season, I can't see Tierney staying. Was Tierney not going to Newcastle? Yeah, there was interest from Newcastle in Tierney, but it never materialised. And the worrying thing is, I think they're one of the only teams that would pay. Box room means a really small room where you only get the bed and a small dresser in it. Right. Okay. Well, that's fair, but you can obviously only see this half of the room. You can't see the other half of the room. So, I don't really know. What do you want me to say? Now get that Tavares swap with Mbappe, no extra charges. That rumour, the Nuno Tavares to PSG rumour, lasted for about 7 minutes. I think Teta has taught Nketiah how to play across the front three, just me. Oh, definitely. Definitely. And look, Nketiah continues to improve under both Arteta and, I think, playing with Gabriel Jesus. Who's inverting, Timber or Tommy? So I assume Timber inverts. I'm 95% sure Timber inverts. But then when that leaves the back three, I guess it has to be Tomiyasu on the right side of that back three, Saliba in the middle and Gabriel on the left. But my worry is that when it's a back four, like basically how do you switch from the defensive back four, where Tomiyasu's on the left, to then in position Tomiyasu would be on the right of that back three? You can't do it. So one way or the other. Either, I think, Timber's actually going to be playing at left back and inverting, or Tomiyasu's not going to. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how it starts with. Timber's probably on the left. Yeah, I think the most sensible is probably that Timber's on the left and then inverts, because that keeps Tomiyasu on the right at all times. Gabriel's so the other option is that Gabriel is basically playing as a left back, but then Saliba would still have to be playing as a left centre back. Then that would be too all over the place, I think. Don't think Tomiyasu can attack as well as Tierney on that left-hand side. He can't. You're right. I would offer PSG £5 some Fanta and Saka for Mbappe if we get another right wing. I don't think I would. I honestly don't think I would. Patino, Aziz, Nwaneri, and Miles Lewis Skelly. Rate them 1 to 4. Who has the most potential of breaking into the first team permanently? Nwaneri has the most potential. Miles Lewis Skelly second. Patino third. Aziz fourth. Arteta's already confusing me. The good thing is, the fact that Arteta's confusing us means he's probably confusing the opposition as well. But it will be interesting to see it. Where's Zinchenko? He's still coming back from an injury. His calf, again, which is becoming a concern. Zinchenko's calf is... yeah, he can't seem to go more than a few months without doing some sort of damage to it. Nate, good to see you. Good to see you. Unless Mikel's seen enough of them, 3-4-2 formation, 3-2-4-1 formations with us playing in. I'm finally done. This is a joke. What's a joke, Tim? What's a joke? Expecting a 5-0 Arsenal win with the way you've been mouthing off. Yeah, why not? I think 4-1 personally, but 5-0 isn't out of the question. Bit unfair to drop Kivior. He's been good. Yeah, but this is still pre-season. To be fair, there is still, it's pre-season. You want to experiment a little bit. And Tomiyasu, because he's been out for so long, he needs some game time. So if Tomiyasu is going to be, not a regular feature, but at least playing somewhat next season, he needs to play. He needs to get some game time. What's your dream Arsenal starting 11? With signings so far, I think Ramsdale in goal, Timber or White, can't decide, need to see more of Timber. Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko if it's White, Kivior if it's Timber. Partey, Rice, Erdegaard, Saka, Jesus, Martinelli. Don't want any silly goals given away tonight. I agree. I think Arteta's done well with the lineup, even though it's a friendly. I agree. Just don't lose, please. You don't want to see us United fans. I don't mind it. The thing is, I'm genuinely being honest. I look at those lineups, and it's not even just looking at the lineups. It's looking at the bulk of that Arsenal team know what they're doing already and have played together for a long time in those positions. So I think that's a massive help as well. Obviously, we brought in Rice and Timber, but other than that, and Havertz, but other than that, the rest of the team's played like that for a long time. This doesn't feel like a friendly. No, it kind of... it does feel like a friendly in the sense that I'm not... normally, for an Arsenal United game, I'd have had, a buzz all day, which I haven't had, but it feels a bit more than just a friendly, just in the sense that you don't want to lose it. How much should we sell Tierney for? And would we need to buy a new left back? So we definitely wouldn't need to buy a new left back. I think the fact that we've seen already in pre-season, we've seen Tomiyasu and Kivior playing at left back, and we've got Zinchenko still to come back. We wouldn't need to buy a new one. In terms of what we should sell him for, probably 35 or 40 million. What we'll actually sell him for, we'd do well to get 30 million for him, I think. Do you think Onana will do well? Hoping he has a bit of a stinker. Onana's not playing. Or if you mean in general, I do think he'll do well. I think it'll take him a bit of time to adapt. I also think it will take the defenders in front of him a bit of time to adapt to actually having someone that can play football behind him. Random question. Where did you get the grey chest of drawers behind you? It's very nice. I don't know. My girlfriend bought it from somewhere. What United players get into our team? Leacher, Bruno, Rashford. We'll take Martinelli myself. Sure, maybe Onana. Good question. What United players get into the Arsenal team? Sure. Maybe. With the current lineup, you probably take Bruno over Havertz. That'd be it. That'd be it. Not Onana just yet. I want to see more of Onana. I want to see more of Onana. I've seen that Ramsdale can do it in the Premier League. If it isn't many, you should finish 30 to 40 points ahead of us. Right. So, because I wouldn't take many Man United players, the difference between us and you should be that you should be on relegation form, and we like. My word. Score prediction from me is 4-1. 4-1. Who's your favourite fan base in the Prem, excluding Arsenal? Favourite fan base in the Prem, excluding Arsenal? I think Forest. I think Nottingham Forest. Do you think Havertz will have a good season? I do. I think the season after this one will be where he really starts coming into his own. I think it'll take him a bit of time. Newcastle. Newcastle's an interesting one because in general I do like their fan base and the support they give is crazy. But I don't know, the way some of them have been behaving. Some of them have kind of gone like City fans since their takeover and stuff like that. I don't know. Some of them kind of like City fans. Why not United fans? You hate us? Arsenal and Man United have a massive historical rivalry. Like, for me, growing up, Arsenal-United was the most heated rivalry. Obviously, we have rivalries with Spurs and with Chelsea, and I don't like their fans either, but... And to be fair, there are United... You know, I don't actually have huge issues with United fans compared to some other fan bases, but... Have you seen Villa sign Diaby? Yeah, good signing. Very good signing. Villa mean business this season. Villa mean business this season. I miss Leeds. Yeah, I quite like Leeds fans. Rivalry with Chelsea, but you buy their players. Yeah, I mean, that's just business. That's just business. Spurs or United? United. In terms of fans. Mark Goldbridge said we will win 3-1. As in Arsenal will win 3-1. I mean, fair play to him. Dominic, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Leveled Up Gaming in the chat. Fergie versus Wenger was the best rivalry. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Pau Torres and Diaby. Yeah, very good. Very good. Do you know what? I think next season, 5th and 6th will be Villa and Newcastle. And they'll have quite a fight between them for who finishes 5th and potentially gets Champions League because of it. I think it'll be good. Yeah, if you could drop a like on the stream, that would be wonderful. Rory, can you show us your FPL team? That's a good point. I opened the FPL league today. If you want to join my FPL league, I tweeted about it a couple of times earlier. Just scroll through my Twitter. I tweeted out the link and the code, so you should be able to get to it. Can I show you my FPL team is a different question. I might be able to. No, it's not F. Fantasy. Fantasy Premier League. Here we go. Right, this is me FPL team. Wait, 2 secs. This is my FPL team. What are we saying? What are we saying? Ederson in goal. Gabriel, Estupinian, Luke Shaw, Trippier, Saka, Martinelli, Mitoma, Foden, Haaland, Isaac. And then on the bench, Areola, Bell, Eze, and Ferguson. What do we think? I think it's quite good. I think it's quite good, personally. Do 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 do. 5 minutes until kickoff. Dodgy formation. What? 4-4-2. Brexit ball. The 4-4-2 Brexit ball of dreams. To be fair, I might go 3-5-2 at some point. To get the link to the FPL. In fact, to be honest, I could probably just put it in the chat if I'm smart. I can probably put it in the chat. Do 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 do. There we go. That is the link. That is the link to join my FPL. It's in the YouTube chat now. If you're watching on TikTok, by the way, and you wanna get involved in the chat on the YouTube, the link is in my bio. You can get yourselves involved. Should Timber start over White from now? Or is it a case where we don't have Zinni, we have Timber to invert? Honestly, I think they can interchange. I think if one of them's clearly outperforming the other, then that one plays. But I think we need to see more of Timber. We do need to see more of Timber. He looked great against the MLS All-Stars, but it was the MLS All-Stars. When is Guess the Gooner? We'll have Guess the Gooner at half-time. We will have Guess the Gooner at half-time. Where's the girlfriend? She is in the living room. She is in the living room. How many of our players get into United's team? Most of them. Most of them. I think everyone apart from... I think Luke Shaw stays in the United team. I think from our current starting lineup, I'd probably keep Bruno over Havertz, but other than that... Reckon Arsenal will win the treble this year if they sign Mbappe? I mean, hey, who says no? Timber or Akanji? I don't know. I do still think we need to see more of Timber. You know, Akanji proved himself in the Premier League last season very well. Can't believe you kick her out of your room until midnight. Surely that's yeah. Yeah. But I did go to the theatre last night, so... I was the guy that said Timber should play over White on your TikTok. Fair play, fair play. I don't necessarily think you're wrong either. I just think we need a bit of time to see them both play and see how they do. Oh, he's our version of Akanji. Turner is at the game, by the way. Yeah, but he's not in the squad. Turner's not in the squad. It's Hein and Renarson are on the bench. Rory, I'm confused. Why is Matt Turner not with the squad? He's only just coming back from a break. Arteta said Turner actually, even though he didn't play that much for Arsenal, Turner had a super long season. So he's had a bit of a break. Fair, still think it requires a meal out to make up for it. I'm sure that can be arranged. I'm sure that can be arranged. We are now just 2 minutes away from kickoff. Hein is poor. Yeah, but he's young. He is very young. He's got mistakes in him, and I think he needs to work on his ability to play out, but he's unbelievable at penalties. Do you think Cozier Dubry has a career at Arsenal? I do. I do. It's saying I need to pay, but I bought the $15.99 thing to watch it. I don't know what to tell you. Gonna watch on this. It's only Arsenal TV streaming it, right? I think Man United's website is streaming it as well. That's Ramsdale's problem, penalty saving. Yeah, but it's not a massive problem to have. I'm watching it on the Arsenal website. I did only pay. I paid for the pre-season pass thing, and for me, I'm watching it. I haven't paid anything extra for it. What do you think about Tomiyasu? The best thing about Tomiyasu is how versatile he is. Like, the fact that tonight he's playing, and I'm genuinely like, he could play at left back, right back, centre back. Why are they not on the pitch, kicking off in 1 minute? Yeah, I don't really know. That is a good point. It is 10 o'clock. Why have we not kicked off yet? That is a good point. Oh, now it is saying you don't have access to view this match. What is this scumbaggery? So I've got to pay another £7. What did I pay for the first time? Mate, Arsenal are actually scum when it comes to just scamming us out of money. It might be free on is it free on the Man United website? Because I'll just go and watch it on their website. Or do you have to pay on their website as well? Oh mate, it's free. Go on the Man United website. It's free. Go on the Man United website. It's completely free. Arsenal are charging £7 on top of already charging £16 for the pre-season pass. And Man U are showing it for free. Well, we are actual, like, when it comes to certain things like that, Arsenal are scum. I know it's only FIFA, but on my career mode, Sousa the left back and Cozy Adubri are ballers. I think Lionel Sousa is very, very good. He has got a chance. I'm actually, that's so poor from Arsenal. Apparently the kickoff's at 8 minutes past. The kickoff's at 8 minutes past. It's not free for me on MUTV. Oh, I'm literally on it right now. It should be free for Red members and above at the very least. Mate, it should be free for the people that have already paid £16 for the pre-season pass. And they're charging early bird prices for Arsenal versus Barcelona, so you don't get the Barcelona game either. What are they doing? Keep, loan, sell, Marquinhos. Loan Marquinhos again. I genuinely, I know it's only £7, but as a matter of principle, they are taking the piss. The dodgy websites are on top. Yeah, I mean, now I've got to listen to a United fan as a commentator, but I can't believe it. The game will be live at 8 minutes past the hour. Yeah. Oh wait, no, this has stopped as well. Oh no, it hasn't. Mute it. Yeah, but I kind of want to hear it a little bit, just to hear what they're saying. I'm watching on MUTV and I'm an Arsenal fan. So am I. I'm watching it on the United channel because they're not charging £7 for it. I have to listen to Americans who said last year Ben White was Thomas Partey. Well, I mean, that's you get what you get. To be fair, still better than listening to Goldbridge. I don't mind Goldbridge. I don't mind Goldbridge at all. When is it starting? 8 minutes past 10. 8 minutes past 10. Because that's normal. I assume there was a reason that the kickoff got delayed. I'm tweeting my anger at this situation. I can't believe it. I'm fuming. I can't. As a matter of principle, my club behaving like charlatans. Shambolic. Absolutely shambolic. Here we go. Yeah, someone's playing a trumpet at the moment. Sounds very good. Arsenal stream works now. Well, I'll go back to my one, but I will go back to the Arsenal website just to make sure that just to make sure that I'm not wrong, but I'm... Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, it is working now. It is working now. All right. I apologise to Arsenal. I apologise. It is working. It is working. I apologise. Whoa, 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 that's too loud. I apologise to Arsenal. Let me take that tweet down. Let me take that tweet down. I was wrong. 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 Arsenal, I apologise. Arsenal stream working now. Yeah, we're good. We're good to go. The players are on the pitch. The game is about to commence. Good to see Mainu start. Kid's got bags of talent. Will be nice to see him against proper competition for the first time. To be honest, I've never really seen Mainu play, so I will keep an eye on him. It's a big challenge. It's a big challenge to be effectively the only defensive midfielder in that team against Ødegaard, Havertz, and Declan Rice. If he has a good game, fair play to him. No, it hasn't started yet, Kieran. It's about to start. It's starting at 8 minutes past for some reason. I don't know. Did someone say if they gave a reason why it was at 8 minutes past? Get a Fire Stick, lad. You can watch every game for free. Yeah. People keep trying to get me to get a Fire Stick, but I don't know. How would you rate the Havertz signing? Do you think he'll become good? Yeah, I think he'll become good. I mean, it might take a bit of time, but I do think he'll come good. Manchester United with the kickoff. So on the graphic on here, they've got Timber at right back and Tomiyasu at left back. It'll be interesting to see if that's how they actually are. How are you watching it? On the Arsenal website, Louis? I'm on the Arsenal website. Again, if you're watching on TikTok and you want to get involved in the YouTube chat, the link is in my bio to the YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube and you're not subscribed, please do so. Trying to get to 4,400 subscribers. You can't watch the game on the Man U website anymore. It says you have to subscribe. All right, well, I've left the Man U website, and now I'm watching it on the Arsenal website. So there we go. Kai Havertz looking sharp. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if United lose, obviously, from their perspective, they've not put out their strongest starting lineup. It shows Timber on the right for the lineups. Yeah, actually, let me have a look at where they're actually stood right now. So, we've just kicked off, by the way. If you're following, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's the timer for me. I was meant to get a timer on screen, but I forgot. So Tomiyasu is playing on at left back, by the looks. The pitch looks quite weird, doesn't it? The pitch looks quite weird. So yeah. Timber is immediately inverted into the midfield. So effectively, you've got, when we're in possession, you've got Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, and then Timber and Rice as the sitting two midfielders. And then obviously when we're out of possession, that then becomes more of a back four. Interesting as well that because of that, so because Because it's Timber that's inverting rather than Zinchenko, it means that Ødegaard's dropping a little bit more and Havertz is getting a bit forward. Although, not so much right now. Martinelli out to Saka, who's in space. Oh, he's given loads of room. Put in a bad ball. He was given so much room then. It was a shame he put in a bad cross then. Gabriel Rice. Plenty of possession for Arsenal so far, it has to be said. Bit of a loose ball to Ramsdale. The pitch is awful, by the way. And Ramsdale's absolutely walloped it into the crowd. Shanked it. Apparently it's free on MUTV. Apparently it is free on MUTV. Is Partey on the bench? Yeah, Partey is on the bench. It's only... I can't remember if Smith Rowe was on the bench, but I think it's only Partey and... it's only Zinchenko and Matt Turner that aren't back, basically. See, I think Gabriel won the ball then. But that's what Gabriel does. When I say Gabriel's the enforcer, that's what he does. On the halfway line, you either get fouled or he wins the ball. It has started, yeah, it has started. It's 0-0 with 3 minutes and 38 seconds in. The pitch honestly looks atrocious. Yeah, it does look shocking. I assume it's not normally football that's played on the pitch. But it is a shambles. Arsenal win the ball back. And then lose it. Havertz wins it back again. Oh no, it's Tomiyasu actually. Tomiyasu and Havertz look weirdly similar on this camera. Can you film on the TV? No, I can't. Sorry. I would get banned. Tell you what, Bruno's in. Oh, they nearly scored then. They nearly scored. I don't know how. I don't know how Bruno was away so easily in behind then. But that's the first big chance of the game, and it's gone to United. And really, Anthony's absolutely fluffed his lines then. That was a really poor finish from Anthony. It's just a simple ball over the top. It's Declan Rice, I think, that's chasing Bruno. It was Declan Rice. It's a really poor finish from Anthony. Keep dreaming. Slightly concerning how easy that was. What's it on? You can either watch it on the Arsenal website or the Man United website. Some people are saying it's free on the United website, but I'm not sure. That's better. Arsenal away a bit now. Tomiyasu on the left. Tackled by Anthony. It was a good tackle, to be fair. Martinelli was just absolutely sandwiched then. We've taken it quickly. Out to Saka again. It feels like Saka's kind of got Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw stands off him a lot, which works to Saka's advantage normally. To be honest, the biggest thing from this is just making sure that no one gets injured. Any sort of major injury would be a nightmare. Thoughts on penalties after the game? I guess it's just a bit of fun for the people that are in the stadium and stuff. I don't mind it. Saka. Out to Martinelli. Shot from Martinelli. Not a bad effort. First real chance for Arsenal. It was a decent effort. To be fair, the one thing with Tomiyasu is that when he... I don't know. Tomiyasu overlapping on the left-hand side is just not what you want. He's not very good at overlapping on the right-hand side, let alone the left-hand side. I feel like that's the one big disadvantage when he plays in that position. Martinelli's gone down injured. That's not good. I hope he's alright. The kit looks horrendous in my opinion. Yeah, the kit really isn't growing on me, to be fair. Martinelli is down, clutching his ankle. Oh, he just got stamped on by Bruno. Classic Bruno being a rat. Who's looking the better team? Arsenal have had a lot more of the ball, but Man United have probably had the best chance. So, there's a decent level of intensity to it. I can't show the match, unfortunately. No, I'd get banned. I would get banned if... I can't show the match. It's all copyrighted. You can either watch it on the United website or the Arsenal website. Some stupid rival fans say it's just pre-season, but if United win, we'll brag for a week. Yeah, I know. It's 0-0 at the moment, Ross. We're 8.5 minutes in. United are playing some nice football. That's very nice. I mean, if they'd ended up still not away, tell you what, if United had scored then, that would have been a very, very well-worked goal. That was some nice play in the build-up to that. And that's the second time that United have got in. Quite in a good position. It was well defended in the end, but fair play. That was good. That was well worked from United. If we had a striker, we would have scored. Yeah, I mean, United are crying out for a striker. People say Tierney can't play on the ball. Tomiyasu looks like he's playing with a bowling ball. Yeah, I've not been massively impressed by Tomiyasu so far, but I mean, defensively he's solid, but. At 25th wedding anniversary, so my priorities are in check. Fair play, Ross. Enjoy it, enjoy it. Rice looks so good. Yeah, Rice does look very... He's just an absolute war machine in midfield. Saka's done... oh, that was poor from Nketiah. Saka has got Luke Shaw on toast, though, at the moment. Saka's in. Pulls it back. Good save. Martinelli should have scored then. That's Arsenal's best chance. And Martinelli really should have scored then. He had 2 bites at the cherry as well. It was great play from the rest of them. Pulled back by Saka. And Martinelli coming onto the pullback. It's on his right foot. He should bury the first one. It's a good save from Heaton. He's got to bury the second one. Heaton's on the floor and he plays it straight back into him. Still 0-0, but that should be 1-0 to Arsenal. To be fair, both teams have had good chances now, so... But really, Martinelli should be more clinical then. Got to be more clinical. To be fair, United are actually playing better than I thought they would. Can you put the time and scoreline on the screen, please? I need to, yeah, I said I was going to do that for this stream, and I completely forgot to sort it. To be honest, I need to figure out how to do it. I have no idea how to do it, but I need to Google it and figure it out. United look a bit better. Could be a long season fighting for top 4 for Arsenal. I mean, United look good. How can you watch the game? You can either watch the game on the Arsenal website or the Man United website. I think it's free on the Man United website, but I'm not too sure. On the Arsenal website, I've paid for the pre-season pass, so... Even game, I can't lie. Yeah, it's been pretty even so far. It has been pretty even. Arsenal have had a lot more of the ball, but United have been... When United have had the ball, they've been quite dangerous with it, to be fair. That was a good ball out from Ramsdale. Saka. 1-on-1 against Shaw again. He's getting a lot of time and space against Luke Shaw. Rice wins it back. Oh, it was really good play from Nketiah. Really good play from Nketiah. Looked like the ball was going out. He absolutely did Martinez. Fired it back across, and there was just no one there. There was just no one there. That was good play, though. Timber looks exceptional. He is looking good, yeah. I think, was that Gabriel? Yep. Again, Gabriel's fouled him on the halfway line there. That's a good foul. That's the sort of thing that City are really, really good at. Because United had an overload on the one side then, and a decent-looking transition, and Gabriel just fouls him on the halfway line. Everyone gets back into position. It's a good play. Is Jesus injured or is he on the bench? He's on the bench. Jesus is on the bench. Pete Bock is in the chat on TikTok. What a legend. What an absolute legend. I am good, thank you. Look forward to meeting you on Thursday. Would you let Saliba go for 100 million? Probably not, no. Timber did really well to defend against Luke Shaw then. One-on-one, Timber against Shaw. Very good. Very well defended. Bring your boots. Unfortunately, Pete, I've got 2 cracked ribs. I've cracked 2 of my ribs at 5-a-side earlier this week. So I am not able to play. It's 0-0, Aaron. It is 0-0. Just approaching 15 minutes in. United corner. Ball in, well headed away by Gabriel. And just like that, it's all the way back to Tom Heaton. Timber looks exceptional. He does. The tickets for this match are $150. It's a joke. Yeah, it is. But they sold them out, so... Ribs doing well? No, my ribs are doing awfully. Honestly. I look like such an idiot as well. I was walking through the street earlier in and around Leicester Square, and I sneezed, and when I sneeze at the moment, it's genuinely like I'm getting shot in the chest. And I look ridiculous, to be honest. I look ridiculous. How's Rice playing with the rest? Very well. Rice is doing well. He is just a war machine in the midfield. Are you a Tory? No offence, just a slightly Tory reply there, so curious. No, I'm not a Tory. I don't even... What was I even replying to? I've got no interest in politics. The sooner you realise that all of the politicians are basically the same, and it doesn't matter who's in charge, it's a shit show regardless, you stop getting annoyed at life. Just bury your head in the sand. Would you have rather played Balogun or Nketiah today? If Nketiah is the one that's staying and Balogun's going, I think it's sensible to play Nketiah. Appreciate everyone that's watching on TikTok, by the way. Thank you for the follows and the likes as well. You're all legends. That's not true, but whatever brings you happiness, can't knock it. Fair play. Fair play. I can't show you the match. I wish I could show you the match, but I can't. I'd get banned so quickly. How's Timber? Timber's doing really well. Mainu's playing well. Mainu's playing well for United, it has to be said. But Timber's having a good game so far. It's a decent level of intensity, which is good. How are you watching it? I'm watching it on the Arsenal website. Why is Tommy playing? Give him some game time. Tommy's not had much football in the last 6 months. So he needs that sort of game time. Fair play. That was good from Tomiyasu. Havertz. Tomiyasu, go on, son. Think Balogun will work a bit better with Havertz and Odegaard than Jesus and Nketiah do. Yeah, I do. I think Balogun would work long term, but I just don't think he wants to be here if he's not the first choice. And I don't think right now he would be the first choice. So, it's just a tricky one. Do you think Odegaard is top 3 players in the world? Not quite. He's not top 3 players in the world. It's 0-0 after 18.5 minutes at the moment. You can watch the game on Man United's website, Arsenal's website. Well done, Timber. Get stuck in, son. Get stuck in. Tomiyasu's doing well. He's a bit... In attack, I find him not bad, but defensively he's done well. He's working hard. Rice is doing well. Timber's doing well. That was good play from Sancho. I think Havertz is having a good game as well, actually. Havertz is showing that he can do the defensive side of that role quite well. What's the possession stat? I don't know. I don't know what the possession stat is. I'd imagine Arsenal are quite a long way ahead in it, but... Nice bit of play from United there. Sancho in the box. Plays it back. And there you go. That's where Declan Rice comes into his own. Difficult position in the box. Sancho looked to pick out Anthony. And Declan Rice intercepts it. Do you think there are more United or Arsenal fans in the crowd today? Hard to tell, actually. Hard to tell. I'm surprised there's not been a goal yet. There should have been goals by this point. Well, the ref's a bit whistle happy, I can't lie. The ref is a bit whistle happy. MUTV commentators are so annoying. Well, I'm listening. Well, I've got the Arsenal commentators, but I'm not really listening to them, to be fair. Thoughts on Diaby to Villa? Very good signing for Villa. It's a great signing for Villa. I think they're having a great window. How's Havertz playing? I think he's doing quite well. I think he's definitely shown that he can do the defensive side of that role. Thoughts on Mr. Black? He's a good kid. He is a good kid. Have you bought the new kit? I've got the new home kit. I'm not getting the away kit. I'm not a fan. The shocking yellow kit. Not a fan of it. What's the score? It's currently 0-0 after 22 minutes. Ever considered a Garnacho haircut? Absolutely not. How do you watch it and how much? Well, I'm watching it on the Arsenal website. On the Arsenal website, it was 16 quid to watch all of the pre-season games. So, apparently it's free on the Man United website, but I don't know that for sure. See, that's where United are missing a striker, right? Really good ball over the top to someone that was running through the middle, and that's great until you realise that the player running through the middle for United then was Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Like, you need a striker. I know, probably going to get Højlund, but who's been the better team so far? I'd honestly say it's been 50-50. I'd honestly say it's been 50-50. Ramsdale's just shipped another one out of play. Have any of the signings made an impact? I mean, all of them have looked good. Wouldn't say they've made a huge impact. Timber's probably made the biggest impact so far, but yeah, the pitch is horrible. The pitch is absolutely horrible. Anthony's got the ball out wide. Look at that. Fantastic defending from Gabriel against... But again, it's Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Why is Aaron Wan-Bissaka the furthest man forward again? But it was really good from... that was really good from Gabriel. Just shielded it very nicely. Ramsdale looks nice in blue. I like that blue kit. Yeah, the goalkeeper kit for the away kit's quite nice. That was good from Timber. Timber's just so composed on the ball in midfield. It's unbelievable. Why is Wan-Bissaka playing down the middle? Yeah, I don't know. He keeps popping up there, but he's playing it right back. But he just keeps ending up furthest forward. Doo-doo. Heard Eric Ten Hag's trying a new inverted striker tactic. Arsenal away kit's like United's green kit last season. Yeah, a little bit. Do you think Rice was overpriced? Yeah, a little bit, but I think it was worth it for us. I think we had to get it done. Martinelli, one-on-one against Mainu. And Wan-Bissaka now. And Wan-Bissaka's won it back. But, straight back to Declan Rice. I loved the American joke the other day. I don't even know what that was. What minutes and seconds are you on? I'm on 25-24. 25-25, 25-26, 25-27. Rice is overpriced, but in this market, what can you really do? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What's the score? 0-0. Nil point. Nil point. Arsenal are away. Ødegaard out to Saka, who's one-on-one in a lot of space with Luke Shaw again. Skin him. He's taking it down the wing. Pulls it back. Corner. Well defended from Lisandro Martinez. We'll take a corner, though. We've got a lot of... Well, we've got a fair bit of height from corners now. Especially today. Tomiyasu, Gabriel, Havertz. There's a fair bit of height in the box for us. Havertz has been lacking so far. Timber struggling with the pace of the game too. I think that's a bit harsh. I think they've both done all right. In fact, Timber, I think, has been quite good. Yeah, that's a big group of players we've got in the box. Saka's putting it in. And it's gone over everyone. Saliba kept it in. Oh, go on, Saliba. Go on, Saliba. That's gone over the other side now. Back with Saka again. 1-on-1 against Bruno. And Heaton saves it. Saka is dangerous every time. Yeah, he is. Saka's so dangerous, honestly. This game's getting boring? I don't think so. I think it's been a good game. Just a pre-season, but Arsenal should be controlling possession a bit more. Yeah, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that. United a long ball FC. Yeah, I do think that's... And that's something that I don't think Ten Hag probably wants his team to be long term. Well defended by Timber again. Havertz is so washed, I can't lie. I don't know where this Havertz hate's coming from. I don't think Havertz is having a bad game. Thoughts on Ødegaard? Quality. Ødegaard is a seriously quality player. And he's just getting better and better. Who would you rather have in your team, Saka or Bellingham? Saka, I think. My screen is going black on the Arsenal site. I think that's just... I think that's a you problem, Deadpool, because I'm on the Arsenal site and it's fine. I haven't had any problems. Should have put the 60 mil towards Caicedo instead. Well, yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with that. Ødegaard is clear of Bruno. I think so, personally. How's Rice playing? Well, breaking up the game really well. You think we line up with Partey and Rice for Forest? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, Ramsdale has shanked a few. I think he's struggling with the pitch, but maybe that's just me trying to be... Oh, we're 1-0 down. We're 1-0 down. Fucking Bruno. Off his left foot as well. I don't know if Ramsdale should have saved that either, because he got a hand to it. I don't know if Bruno should have saved that. If Ramsdale should have saved that. We were just talking about him. I feel like he should have saved it. He got a hand to it. Bruno off his left foot. It's a good strike. The way the camera's zooming in on Ramsdale's face probably says it all. Comes to... yeah, I mean, the space opens up. Left foot. Nah, it's poor from Ramsdale. It's poor. It bounces just in front of him, but you've got to be pushing that round for a corner. You've got to be pushing that round for a corner. And to be honest, Ramsdale's been having a bit of a shaky game. He's shanked a few... kicks into the crowd. Could have been the pitch. Nah, you can't blame the pitch for that. You can't blame the pitch for that. You've got to be saving that. Poor. Space opens up. Nah. That's not in the corner. That's not in the corner. It's off his left foot. Yes, it's bounced in front of him, but... I'm sorry. You got to be saving that. You got to be saving that. Was it a good goal? I've no idea how to watch the game. It was a decent strike from Bruno. Off his left foot as well. But Ramsdale should be saving it. It's to Ramsdale's right. It's not in the corner. He gets down to it. He gets a full hand to it. Basically gets 2 hands to it. And it just deflects up into the top corner. So, it's poor. It's poor from Ramsdale. It's fine. I predicted 4-1. So, we're still on. We're still on. Well. Not quite 5-0, is it, Rory? No, it's not. But I predicted 4-1, young Mason. So we're still in. It's still on. It's still on. Ramsdale won't be happy with that though. Erdegaard's better than Bruno comment just before Bruno scores. Yeah, it's classic. It's classic. This ref is getting a bit annoying. Low-key disappointed Arsenal are still so far off being great. Give it time. Give it time. Ba, ba, ba. Will there be penalties after the game? Yeah, there's penalties after the game no matter what the result is. Penalties after the game no matter what the result is. The United fans are still celebrating. Do they realise it's a friendly? Look, let them enjoy it. Let them enjoy it. The game doesn't count. I don't care. Mainu's been brilliant. Mainu's been good, yeah. Fair play to him. United going forwards again. Lots of young players will improve, but you need to get world-class upgrades on 2 positions and another decent midfielder. Yeah, possibly. That's the most American thing I've ever heard. Imagine someone lose 5-0 but still win on pens. No, so the result of the penalties won't be the result of the game. It's just a fun thing, I think, at the end. Or maybe it's worth a point. I remember we've done a thing before where the penalty shootout's worth a point. We've been very poor. I don't think we've been that bad. I think it was fairly even until the goal. Like, it was fairly even until the goal, and the goal is a goalkeeping error, really. So, I don't think it's awful. Still think we need an out-and-out goal scorer? I don't think that's the issue. And Nketiah's away. Oh, it was a good tackle by Luke Shaw, just. Alisson clear of Ramsdale. I mean, yeah. I'd argue Alisson's still the best goalkeeper in the world, so. Where can I watch the game? I'm watching it on the Arsenal website. I think you can watch it for free on the Man United website. Some people are saying it's on Twitter as well. Saka's not happy. Where's the game played? Somewhere in America. DC, I think. Or New York or somewhere. No, New York. It's in New York. Saka's fuming. Saka is fuming. That's like saying Prime Messi is clear of Saka, lol, who cares? Yeah, it's a bit of a weird thing to say, really. How's Havertz? To be fair, I've not really clocked Havertz in the last 10 minutes, so probably not good, but... Oh, Gabriel. Well, it's 2-0 to United now. Gabriel has just... It's a good finish from Sancho as well. He looked quick. Shocking from Gabriel, though. He's literally completely missed the ball. Sancho was through. Pace and a good finish. Beats Ramsdale at the near post. I mean, it's two mistakes. It's two mistakes, but... And United have capitalised on them well. Might be 4-2. Might have to be 4-2 to Arsenal. Fucking hell, man. Oh dear. Sancho's looked sharp, you know. I know that tweet went round of him supposedly looking fat, but Sancho's looked sharp. That was it was a shocking mistake from Gabriel, but Sancho capitalised on it perfectly. Is it me or is Sancho faster? Well, that's what I'm saying. He looks sharp. He does look sharp. Gabriel was playing well till then too. Yeah, I know. The thing is as well, like, I've praised Gabriel for getting a lot of those mistakes out of his game recently. Last sort of 6 months or so. More than that, the last 8 months. Really, he got a lot of those mistakes out of his system, but that was poor. And we look a bit on the ropes now. It has to be said. United's tails are up, and we look a bit on the ropes. Yeah, I'll give it to you now. I will give it to you now, young Mason. That is 4-1 out of the window. That is 4-1 out of the window. If this was the other way around, United fans would be complaining, making excuses and saying it's only pre-season. Yeah, but you live by the sword, you die by the sword. It is what it is. United are playing well. United are playing well. I think Mainoo's look good. I think all of them have looked sharp. Sancho's looked particularly sharp. It's a weird one, right? Because we've not looked bad. We've made 2 mistakes and we've been punished for them. United are in again. Bruno, Anthony, straight down Ramsdale's throat. But we're not really controlling the game. I'd say the biggest issue at the moment, even before the 2 goals, is that possession was about 50-50. We're not controlling the game. And you could put that down to missing Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka was always very good at controlling the game. Whereas I've not seen a lot of Havertz on the ball, to be fair. I don't know if that's his fault. That was a horrible challenge on Timber. I hope he's not hurt himself. He's holding his arm. Hopefully it's just because it was such dry ground. Young Mason, you were the one saying it was a friendly. Emmett, good to see you. What minimum? I've just ticked over 40. 40 minutes and 2 seconds. Arsenal are a bigger team than Man U. Are you high? What is going on? We're losing 2-0. We're losing 2-0 is what's going on. Can't help but feel like Xhaka to Havertz and White to Timber is a large downgrade. That's 100 mil to go backwards. I mean, I think you've got to give them both time. You've got to give them both time. I definitely don't think White to Timber is a massive downgrade. I think Xhaka to Havertz is just a different move. They're very different players. Ball out to Havertz. Anthony's had a good game as well, to be fair. Anthony's won the ball back a lot. Bruno. I can sense this season will be painful at some points. Possibly, yeah. Possibly. I hope not. Look, it is pre-season. It is pre-season. It's a good time to get mistakes out of your system. In terms of changes at half-time, I'd bring Jesus on. I'd be tempted to bring on Partey, to be honest. Change the midfield to Partey, Rice and Ødegaard. Maybe bring Kivior on at left-back. Although Nketiah's actually not played badly, but Mason Mount is not in the game. Mason Mount's not playing, is he? Trossard should be instead of Martinelli. I disagree. How's Rice and Ødegaard playing? Ødegaard's not been in the game much. Ødegaard hasn't been in the game much. That's a horrible tackle from Martinez on Saka. What is wrong with him? Like, I know we said it's not a friendly, but why is Martinez going in like that? I've never witnessed someone with such small man syndrome as that little rat. And he's been booked for it, but what's the point? Like there's a high level of intensity, which is good, and I've said it's not a friendly, but going in for a challenge like that is so unnecessary. Like, what a dickhead. Bro's gonna cry. I mean, again, that's the classic 5 IQ football Twitter. Anything that's negative is crying. But you guys been playing dirty the whole game. We've barely committed a foul, mate. Mount so quiet you didn't even know who's playing. Is he playing? Oh no, he is. No. Well, yeah. To be fair, yeah, I did. He is playing. Why is Bruno crying to the ref after that? It's just what he does. Free kick anyway on the edge of the box. Ødegaard's putting it in. And it drops down to no one. 4-1 was a good prediction, lad. Cheers, Connor. Cheers, mate. Good to get a bit of fight into the game, liven things up. Well, the game was being played at a decent intensity. Like, clattering someone for no reason, I just don't really see the point in it. Genuinely hate United fans recently. It's only some of them. Martinez fighting in a pre-season match. I mean, the thing, Martinez, he genuinely just has small man syndrome. Like, there are some people that are, you know, I mean, most small men, to be fair. I think we need Partey for Havertz. He's just moving far too far forward. Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing a Partey-Rice midfield. Partey-Rice Ødegaard in the second half. We've got another free kick now. Listen to the Man United stream. The commentators are being so biased. I'm on the Arsenal stream, but I'm not really listening to the commentators. So I don't know what they've said. Xhaka leaving was a big mistake. I don't think so. I think the money we got for him was I think we've just got to figure out the way to replace him. Man United keep fouling us, do they know it's pre-season? Well, I mean, look, I don't mind fouling. I think the game is being played at a decent intensity, which is good. It's what you want. It's only really that Martinez foul that I've got an issue with, because it was just so unnecessary. Like, he's gone in to hurt him, and he knows what he's doing. We didn't sell Xhaka. He wanted to go home. Well, we did sell Xhaka. Decent first 45 minutes. Well, not for us. Decent effort from Anthony. The classic cut inside and bend it to the far corner. Wasn't a bad effort, to be fair. Hope Rice can be like him. Like Xhaka, yeah. Half-time. It is half-time. Arsenal, 2-0 down. United fan, think Arsenal have been good going forward, particularly Saka. Yeah, Saka's looked really good against Shaw. We need to get Saka into more of those one-on-one situations with Luke Shaw. Because he's had the advantage against him every single time. But after about half an hour in, I think we only got him into that once. Erik Ten Hag is kicking off at a linesman. Bruno's literally had to pull Erik Ten Hag away from a linesman. What are you doing, mate? Anyway, it is half time, and therefore it is time for. Right, we'll mute this. We don't need to hear this now. Well, that's not muted, is it? Jesus. Alec Johnson. Alec, I'll be honest, Alec. I'm going to put this on screen so that everyone can see it. I'll be honest with you, Alec. It is 5 to 11 on a Saturday. And you're putting that in an Arsenal fans YouTube chat for an Arsenal versus Manchester United game. Now, I would suggest that means one of three things. You have no friends. You have no family. You have no life. Or all of the above. But enjoy yourself. Rice sitting deep. Rice sitting too deep. Havertz going forward. Yeah, well, I think one of the things is that because Timber's inverting from the right-hand side, the midfield is still operating like it did, more so like it did with Xhaka and Ødegaard, but we're inverting from the other side. So I think that's where part of the difficulty's coming. Because Rice has to do a lot more work covering the right-hand side than the left-hand side than the right-hand side. Tomiyasu is well, I don't think Tomiyasu had an awful game. Going forwards, he's not great. Realistically, we're 2-0 down to two individual mistakes. Ramsdale should save the first one. Gabriel's had an absolute howler for the second one. Thank you. It's not going well. Oh, God. Look at this. We've got a tiramisu. I'm not even sure if I like tiramisu. Anyway, we'll tuck into the tiramisu in a second. But like I was saying, Rice is having to do far too much covering on the left-hand side. Alex added again. There you go. He's added a few more bottle emojis this time. He's having the time of his life. And one day, he might know what it feels like to touch a woman. How's Rice been? Rice has been all right, but I think he's struggling with how much defensive work he's having to do. Ban him? No, we'll let him go. He's doing no harm. You're 2-0 down because United have been the much better team. United have been the better team. I wouldn't say they've been the much better team. I think Arsenal have made two individual errors. We should have scored with Martinelli. So I don't think it's been a disaster from Arsenal. It's certainly not been good. I would take Tomiyasu off for Kivior. I would take Havertz off, bring on Partey, move Declan Rice across, and I'd probably bring on Gabriel Jesus. Phoebe says, who do you think will be Arsenal top scorer this season? I think it'll be Saka. Yeah, to be fair, Alec, it was fun bantering you for the first couple of times, but we'll probably just get rid of you now. We need an 8 that has attacking and defensive qualities. Well, yeah, kudos. Rashford is coming on. He'll put the kids to sleep. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, United have got some decent players to bring on as well. The fact they're 2-0 up, they can bring on Rashford, Casemiro, Eriksen. They're in a good position. I'm interested to see how you get on this season. Don't think pre-season's a great indication of what will happen in the league, though. Now it's just a chance to play out. Yeah, I agree to an extent. But realistically, this Arsenal team, it's not that far away from what will be our best team. And so to be 2-0 down against a United team that's not their best team is quite poor. Anyway, it is time for I should have preloaded one of these. Because now I've got to try and think of a player. Who should we go for? I've got one. Oh, don't do that. Right, here we go, folks. It's time for Guess the Gooner, the game where I give you an ex or current Arsenal player's career path, minus the Arsenal part of it, and you have to guess who that player is. The first person to guess it correctly in the chat wins the immense pride and respect of the Rory Talks Football community and the wider Arsenal community. Fingers on your keyboards for this one. So this player, ex or current Arsenal player, started at Servette FC. They went to AC Milan on loan. They went to Everton on loan. They went to Fulham, Valencia, Aston Villa, Grasshoppers, Rangers, Houston, and FC Chiasso. Say that again. They started at Servette FC. They went on loan to AC Milan, on loan to Everton, and then they went to Fulham, Valencia, Aston Villa, Grasshoppers, Rangers, Houston, and FC Chiasso. Who is this Arsenal player? It's quite a tricky one. It is quite a tricky one. It's not Shamak, it's not Lichtsteiner, not Clichy, not Flamini, not Cazorla. No one's got it yet. There we go. It is VV Vlad that's got it first. Not for the first time VV Vlad wins it. It is Philippe Senderos. It was Philippe Senderos. What a player. What a player. George Christodoulou came second. Is it you? It's not me. It's not me. George Christodoulou came second, and that was pretty much it. I don't think anyone else even got it. So congratulations to VV Vlad, who is today's... To be fair, people say he Googled it. I don't think... It's quite difficult to Google these ones. It is quite difficult to Google them. But there we go. Congratulations. VV Vlad wins today's Guess the Gooner. But look, yeah, second half... I do want to see some changes. To be honest, it's been a good game. It's been played at high intensity. United are definitely well up for it. 2 terrible goals, I can't lie. They've scored 7 goals past us, and only Anthony's wasn't lucky. Yeah. Get Partey in? Yeah, I'd bring in Partey. Is this a case of spending loads of money and not living up to our expectation? Arteta better put some sense into them. Look, let's not get carried away. Right, it's 45 minutes of a pre-season game on a terrible pitch in New York, and it's the same for both sides. But don't get carried away. Don't get overly worried at this point. Paddy Murphy or Havertz in midfield? I'll tell you what. Paddy Murphy. No. Kai Havertz isn't marking his man. I do think Havertz is struggling a little bit. I think he's struggling. Early on in the game, I thought he was doing all right, but I do think he's struggling a little bit. Right, I'm going to tuck into my tiramisu. I don't even know if I like tiramisu. Does it taste of coffee? Does it taste of coffee? It tastes of coffee. I don't even like coffee. The bottom bit's alright though. Guess the non-gooner. Guess the non-gooner. We need to do guess the non-gooner. Right. We're doing guess the non-gooner. We're doing a... Right, Guess the Non-Gooner is the game where I give you a player's entire career path. They have not and do not play for Arsenal. And you have to guess who it is. Fingers on your keyboards. This player started at Sheffield United. They went to Hull City. They went to Wigan on loan. They went to Leicester City. And they went to Manchester United. Who is it? Sheffield, Hull, Wigan on loan, Leicester, Man United. It's an easy one. It's an easy one. Who is it? There you go. Mr. Anonymous has won it. Mr. Anonymous has won it. It is indeed Harry Maguire. George Christodoulou was second, although George only put Harry. So I feel like, George, you've got to be more specific than Harry. Roy's Hair came second, Hi came third, Rohit came fourth, and Elliot came fifth. But it was indeed Harry Maguire. I don't think Harry Maguire's going to get subbed on at half-time, somehow. I said it first. Not on my screen, unfortunately. It goes to the person that said it first on my screen. Yours always shows up slightly ahead of anyone else's, even if they said it just before you, because of the, like, ping and all that sort of stuff. Do another one? No, we only get one of them a stream. We don't get greedy. I don't know. My feeling is that I prefer cheesecake. My feeling is that I prefer cheesecake. Really, this is the highlight of the first half, though. This is the highlight of the first half. Jordan was actually first. But I don't think he was. Jordan was first. Jordan was first. He was. I'm sorry, Jordan. Wait, VV Vlad was first. On my screen, VV Vlad was first. Oh, I don't know what's going on. It's a tie between VV Vlad and Jordan. To be honest, so many people said it at the same time. So many people said it at the same time. On my screen, it was VV Vlad. I prefer a Chelsea FFP update. If you want a Chelsea FFP update, first port of call, probably go to a Chelsea channel. Is that? Oh, I've got some tiramisu on my face. The first port of call for a Chelsea FFP update, Chelsea channel. That would be where I would start. I'll tell you what. I had an absolute field day blocking Chelsea fans today. I had an absolute field day blocking Chelsea fans. I put out a tweet, which I did know would annoy Chelsea fans, even though it's a Saturday evening and you should probably get a life. But Chelsea fans get very, very upset on Twitter. So I suggested that them going in for Kudus was copying Arsenal's strategy. They don't like that. They don't like being told that. And basically, it's like rat bait. The amount of Twitter handles with either CFC, Chelsea, Carefree, any of those above, immediately in the replies, in the quote tweets, it's the most streamlined way I have of blocking people on Twitter, is setting a bit of rat bait for the CFC, Chelsea, and Carefree accounts to come out. And then you spend 15 minutes just flicking through it. You've blocked over 100 people. You're having a good evening. That's called efficiency. That is called efficiency. Arsenal looking lackluster? Yeah, we are. We are. But there's 45 minutes to turn it around. Rory, are you on Threads? I am on Threads, but I haven't posted on it since like the first day it came out. I don't think anyone uses it, do they? What have you thought of Mainu? Mainu's looked really good. I was really impressed by Mainu. Bro, nobody follows you guys as a United fan, being honest. Nobody follows you... What, Arsenal? None of this has anything to do with Chelsea FFP? Well, I just explained that. I did just explain that to you. Are you mentally sound? Do you have all your faculties? Because I actually just spent a good 2 minutes of my stream responding to you. So be grateful. You look dangerous down the right side. Yeah, we've definitely looked more dangerous on Saka's side than on Martinelli's. Well, I've just seen a clip of the linesman doing an absolute sprint. I don't know what he was doing. Linesman's just absolutely tore down the pitch. I'm scared we might get hammered 5-0. I hope not. I hope not. Why is there pens? I don't know. Just to make it a bit more exciting. Probably because, like, let's say it had been 0-0 or like a boring 1-0. I guess they'd have had a... Yeah, fair play, Milk. You can... I can almost guarantee that Milk guy is blocked on my Twitter already as well. How did Martinelli miss twice? Yeah, that was poor from Martinelli. That should have been a goal. That should have been a goal. Especially the second shot, when Heaton was already on the floor. To basically pass it into Heaton was poor. United are kind of abusing the ref's leniency. A little bit. Martinez did get booked, to be fair. Martinez did get booked. Saka's getting targeted. Saka always gets targeted, though. That's just what happens. Get Balogun on now. Smith Rowe looking good. Yeah, Martinelli should have lifted that second shot. Martinelli should have lifted that second shot. Shout out if you're watching on TikTok. There's 862 of you on TikTok. If you want to join the YouTube chat, which is the chat I keep looking at, through the link in my bio, get over there. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That would be wonderful. We're trying to get to 4,400 subscribers. So if you fancy doing that TikTok, I do appreciate you all though. I appreciate all the likes and the follows. You're all legends. Look at the fans. 99% of them are United. We are massive. Okay. Are we going to bring on Hine? I doubt it. I doubt it. And Ketty is still on. You've reached 4.4k. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. The next target is 4,500. That is the next target. I'm trying to work out if we've made any subs. Looks like Havertz is still on. Do you think we'll win or even draw? We could get... I think we'll win 4-2. Tierney is on. Tierney's on at left back. Trying to see if there's any other changes. Havertz is still there. Lindelof's on for Manchester United. Rory, why haven't you got 100k subs? You should. I don't know. I don't know. We'll get there one day. We'll get there one day. Have United made any subs? Lindelof's on for Varane. I think Ahmad is on for one of the wingers. In fact, it looks like Lisandro Martinez might be off. Maybe not, actually. Game might change now we've changed teams. Possibly. Possibly. From what I can tell, Tierney's the only sub we've made. From what I can tell, Tierney for Tomiyasu is the only sub we've made. Maguire isn't on. Maguire isn't on. I think you're thinking of... I think you're seeing Lindelof. Has Barca Juve been cancelled? Yeah, Barcelona... So Barcelona against Juventus got cancelled because Barcelona have got viral gastroenteritis or something going through their camp. We're meant to play them next week, which, if half of their squad have got a viral thing going round, I'd rather we didn't play against them. He's on number 5. Maybe you're right. The Arsenal commentator keeps calling him Lindelof. Unless Lindelof's on as well, and I'm just confused. One change only. Yeah. I probably bought Partey on, I think. I do think I'd have bought Partey on. Lost it way too easily in midfield again then. Oh, they're both on. Fair play. Scott McTominay's on as well. Where was Onana? Not in the squad. I guess he wasn't ready to play. Can't lie, United are pressing really well. Like, United are just way more intense than we are at the moment. United are way more intense than we are. Getting cooked by United's reserves can't feel good. The concerning thing is that this is Arsenal last pre-season. We looked really intense. We looked really high intensity. And now it's United that look really high, really intense. So it's not great. What time are you at? 48 minutes and 54 seconds. 48:57, 48:58, 48:59, 49. Can't let pre-season dictate much. No, you can't, but it's still not ideal. Apparently Arsenal is better than us when we're both at full strength. Well, it is only pre-season, so... United commentator is giving pelters to Havertz, not sure why. I don't know. Arsenal commentators have barely mentioned him. As much as it's pre-season, we need to try and work more as a team. I do agree, yeah. I do agree. We've barely got any of the ball out to Saka this half so far. Spurs or Arsenal higher next season? Oh, Arsenal. Do you think we need any more players this summer? If so, who? Kudus. I think Kudus is the perfect final signing for us. Casemiro's on. Casemiro looks weird. I can't lie. He looks weird. I reckon it's Botox, you know. I reckon it's Botox. Good quick ball into Eddie. Got a score. That was well worked, but you've got to score. Fucking Eddie, man. Really good ball into Nketiah. Should have played it across, to be honest. Should have played it across. Look, there's two people there for a tap-in. Two people there for a tap-in. If you're not putting that across, you've got to put it in the back of the net. George Piper says, "You can't talk, mate. You look like a nonce." Wow, cheers, George. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday evening. Clearly having a wild one. And Nketiah is not good at anything. He is. He is good at things. But he certainly should have done better with that one. Instead of Kudus, maybe Al Naziri. I'd rather Kudus personally, but... Saka plays it out to Martinelli. That was terrible. And now we've lost it, and it's a one-on-one versus Tierney. And Martinelli did very well to win that back, because that could have been 3-0. But again, we shouldn't be in that position from our own corner there. Playing a corner to the man on the edge of the box when you've only got one other player back. And we've got so many tall players in the box that could have been played to as well. My stream's just died, so. Has anyone else's stream just died on the Arsenal website? Anyone else? My stream's just gone completely black on the Arsenal website. ESPN2? That means it's crashed for everyone. That means every broadcaster's lost their stream. Well done. Well done, New York. Well done, New York. Well done, MLS. This is why you don't get nice things. Oh, it's back. We're back. Never mind. It's still 2-0. It's still 2-0. It's still 2-0. MUTV's fine. MUTV's going strong. Fair play. We're back. We're back. We're back. They've apologised. They've apologised for the issues. Apology accepted. Martinelli. Well, that's nice. Played it straight back to Tierney. Goalkeeper and striker department will need upgrading next summer. I mean, I wouldn't rule out Ramsdale just yet. I wouldn't rule out Ramsdale just yet. I'm surprised we've not made more subs. I don't really know why we've only made one sub so far. It's a bit weird. We need to be more aggressive. Well, that's the big difference. The big difference so far for me is that United look a lot hungrier. They're sharper, they're more intense, they're running harder. Ahmad's down for Man United here. Rory, what do you think the top four will be? I think it'll be City and Arsenal 1 and 2 in some order. I think it will be United and Liverpool 3 and 4 in some order. Well, that's the top four. So, stream crashed on my MUFC illegal stream. Yeah, I think they lost the feed to seemingly everyone apart from MUTV. Arteta's a bit stubborn sometimes. He can be. Martinelli is so shit. I hope we play better in the league. Yeah, I mean, look, it's pre-season. It's pre-season. I wouldn't start slandering players for a pre-season game. Mount Havertz or Maddison? I don't know. To be honest, I'd have Ødegaard, and then I probably wouldn't have another one of those players. Timber to Ødegaard. Saka. Timber again. Saka again. The TikTok chat versus the YouTube chat's wild. Yeah, TikTok chat's just crazy. It is currently 2-0 to Manchester United, 57 minutes in. Arsenal with work to do. I was talking about which is better signing. I think which is the better signing? Yeah, probably Maddison. Probably Maddison. Ødegaard out towards Tierney. Saka. Got a lot of the ball in and around the edge of their area. Tierney's gone for a long shot. Completely pointless. I feel like we looked so lively in the first 20 minutes. I don't know why we turned the intensity down. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. First 20 minutes, Saka had 4 one-on-ones against Luke Shaw and was looking really threatening. Yeah, I don't know why it dropped off. It's annoying, though. Timber's been our best player by quite a margin. Timber's been good. Here come the subs. Jesus on for Martinelli. Looks like Ben White's coming on, and Thomas Partey's coming on as well. Finally, some subs. The current minute is the 58th minute. Declan Rice off for Thomas Partey. So Kai Havertz isn't coming off. Interesting. And Ben White on for Yuri and Timber. Why has he kept Havertz on? Big boys coming on. Hopefully we see more cohesion now. Yeah, we should see a bit more, but I don't know. Oh, mate, this ref is pathetic. Just don't want to get embarrassed. Yeah, maybe. Clearly wants to try Havertz with different player combinations. Yeah, I do get it. He needs to see as much of Havertz as possible, but he's just not been in the game, really. Gabriel, Partey. It's a good play from Partey. Who's inverting? Well, that's the other thing. When you've got Tierney and White, I don't really know who inverts. The team just needs a goal to keep the confidence up. I don't think confidence will be an issue. I think they know it's a pre-season friendly. Is it me or is it mental we're looking to sell Balogun and keep Nketiah? The thing is, I think Balogun is just a bit of a problematic player. I think the reason he's likely to go is less because of his ability and more because of his attitude. Which is a shame, but as long as we get good money for him, I think it's fine. Partey's easily our best midfielder. I don't know how some people entertain selling him. Yeah, I don't disagree. Nketiah isn't good enough. Balogun's the better player, but wants more game time, understandably. Yeah, and I sympathise with Balogun for wanting more game time, but he's not better than Jesus right now. That's just facts. Caicedo or Lavia? Well, I'd rather Caicedo, but I'll take either of them. How does Nketiah get this much game time when he does nothing with it, when we have players like Smith Rowe and Trossard on the bench? I don't know. You'd have to ask Arteta. Most of Havertz's passes have been safe and timid. Yeah. Bit of a breakaway now. Jesus tackled. The weird thing is that why would we give Eddie the number 14 if Arteta didn't have plans for him? Don't think we should just give that number so easily. Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly. I do think Arteta still sees Nketiah as a long-term asset. White inverting looks wrong. I don't think he is. I don't think he's as good as Timber at inverting. For me, I think it should always be you either have White at right back and Zinchenko at left back, or Kivior at left back and Timber at right back. I think there are pairings that work. I don't think Tierney and White doesn't work because neither of them are good moving into the midfield. Or, well, Ben White can do it, but Timber's certainly a lot better. United are away again. Three. Oh my God, it should have been 3. I thought it was 3. I don't know how Rashford... Was it Rashford that missed it? I think he was offside, but that should have been 3. It was decent play from Dalot. I'll tell you what, if Rashford was onside, that's an absolute howler. I think he was off, probably. I think one thing that people are probably underestimating, as usual, is once again how much we miss Zinchenko. Where is Zinny? Why isn't he playing? He's still coming back from injury. He's with the squad, but he's not ready yet. We're going to really feel the effect of Xhaka loss next season. I'm certain... That was just poor. I'm certain Arteta will figure out replacing Xhaka. So far, I'm not sold that Havertz is that guy. But we've got enough variety of players in the squad that Arteta will figure it out. But Zinchenko is a very average left back and a very good centre mid. Yeah, but the part of the role is both. We're such a young team, but experience is the key. We're going to struggle. Yeah, but there comes a point where we've got to stop blaming age. Yeah, most of this team were in a title race last season. Ball in. Chance for Havertz. Really good ball from Ødegaard. Havertz couldn't header it down. Zinchenko actually could be the Xhaka replacement. I don't think he ever will be. It's a great ball from Ødegaard. I think we will see that a lot, by the way. That ball from Ødegaard into Havertz at 6'4". But Havertz should be finishing it. Yeah, I don't know why we've got Eddie playing at left wing. I don't like it. I've never rated Eddie off the left anyway. I don't know why we haven't got Trossard on. Or Smith Rowe. Or Reece Nelson. Not Reece Nelson, he's not there, but... Can't use the young age of a squad if it as an excuse if it's a young squad by design. Yeah, there is also that. 66 minutes gone. Still 2-0 to United. I mean, what's that from Tierney? You would never, ever, ever see that from Zinchenko. What are your thoughts on Ben Jacobs saying we're looking at opening a conversation with Burnley for Weghorst? Well, I'm presuming that's not true. Where did the big 105 million Rice and 65 million Havertz go first half? Only saw a gaping hole in the middle, got rinsed. I mean, that's just not great analysis of what happened, is it? So, do you think Timber should play as a centre back or a full back? I think he's best suited to that inverting full back. Tierney, ball in. Jesus at the back post. Straight to Tom Heaton. If United signed Havertz, everyone would be saying what a terrible signing. Well, United fans probably wouldn't be saying what a terrible signing, would they? I'm really just wondering how Bruno actually scored that. Oh, it's just a mistake from Ramsdale. Scott McTominay's running forwards. Ericsson ball in. Nobody there. Give me ESR. Yeah, I'd like to see Smith Rowe come on, to be fair. I don't even know if he was listed as the player on the bench, though. He probably was, but... Doo-doo. 3 years in the Premier League, but Havertz will need time to adapt. Well, yeah, because now he's at a completely different club, playing in a completely different system with completely different players. And at Chelsea, he's gone through, what, 4 different managers? The team he was playing with like last season was a shambles. It will take time. 20 minutes to go. Yeah, I mean, Federico, you just seem like a bit of an idiot, to be fair, mate. I think the point about us missing our old midfielders, if both Partey and Xhaka go, was highlighted in the first half. Yeah, definitely. I definitely don't think we should lose both of them. Do you think Zinchenko will get a coaching position at Arsenal? Yeah, possibly, eventually, yeah. I definitely think he'll be a coach somewhere. Ooh. Ah! That was unlucky. That was decent from... Now Saliba's made a mistake. Nearly. Can't stand these MUTV commentators. Oh, I've got the Arsenal game on, so it's not so bad. I don't get how Arteta is comfortable with Eddie, but isn't with ESR. Yeah, especially Eddie off the left. I'm not a fan. Jorginho's coming on for... Oh, no. Okay. Smith Rowe, Trossard, Fabio Vieira, and Jorginho all coming on. So now, I mean, that's the end of the game. 4 subs now. The game's gonna be a mess now. Eddie isn't playing well. No. Eddie had his chance, missed it. Don't think he works off the left. Why is Vieira coming on? Need a bit of creativity. So it looks like now Jorginho's the... So Ben White's at centre-back, Partey's at right-back, so Partey will invert from right-back. Jorginho's gone into the 6 role that Partey's just vacated. Smith Rowe's playing the left 8. That's interesting. So Smith Rowe is playing the left 8, Trossard is playing off the left wing. And then Fabio Vieira is playing off the right wing. And Harry Maguire has just absolutely clattered Ødegaard. Harry Maguire's just absolutely clattered Ødegaard. Literally, Maguire, mate. Fucking hell, I cannot stand him. Cannot stand him. The worst thing that ever happened was that Harry Maguire wasn't locked up in Greece. He should have been locked up in Greece, and we shouldn't have to deal with him. Feel like these pre-season games is Arteta just trying different formations and formats? Yeah, it is to an extent, and that's why it's not massively important. Jorginho. Maguire's knee fell onto Odegaard's ankle. Refs booking Arteta for complaining. Rory, I'm a Spurs fan. Not surprised you're losing your truly average side, especially when you play 2 attacking 8s. You won't make top 4. All right, Matthew. I think you're entitled to your opinion. Yeah, again, the ref giving no cards. Anyone that's getting onto Vieira is an idiot. The lad's 22 years old, coming off a season where he was given limited game time in an unnatural position. Yeah, but I still think that there are sort of some fairly obvious flaws to his game that need a lot of work. Maguire's the greatest defender in Prem history. Doubt Arsenal can make a comeback now. No, I don't think Arsenal will make a comeback now. Once you start making that many subs, it's you lose any sort of rhythm. You lose any sort of rhythm. To be fair, it looks like Smith Rowe and Trossard are pretty much just interchanging out on the left between who's on the wing and who's playing in that sort of 8 role. We've overrated our squad. You see why City are clear. One word, mentality. It's a pre-season game, to be fair. It is a pre-season game. Let's not get completely carried away. Bamboo! It's caught Casemiro right on the Botox. It's caught Casemiro right on the Botox. His face is going to be like that again tomorrow. Well, he's claiming it got him on the Botox anyway. Oh, it did. It did. It got him right on it. How come Arsenal have been so poor? I think the biggest thing has just been the lack of intensity, to be honest. I think the biggest thing's been the lack of intensity. Is Balogun not in the squad for this? No, he is in the squad. He is in the squad. He's just not come on. Pre-season matches like this can be telling, though. When you beat us 4-0 last pre-season, we had a shit season and you had a good one. Yeah, I think you can tell bits from it. I'd certainly rather Arsenal had had a higher intensity and had looked like the better team, but what can you do? Thoughts on Messi's free kick last night? It's just Messi doing Messi things, isn't it? Right. Joe, I have seen this message. I don't really know what it means. Made a new song for Rice. Declan Rice to Hungry Eyes. Make it a thing. But I don't know what... to be honest, I can't even think of what that tune is. Apologies. I do apologise. Stop playing dirty, bro. You trying to take out Casemiro after taking out Ahmad. Casemiro stopped the ball with his Botox face. What do you mean trying to take him out? Odegaard. Smith Rowe. Out to Trossard. Oh, it's nice from Trossard. Good ball as well. No one there, though. "4-1", you said? I did say 4-1. I did say 4-1. It's looking like that was a poor prediction. It is looking like that was a poor prediction. United are try-harding. Well, they want to win the game. They want to win the game. Fair play to them. How much do you think Smith Rowe is worth? 40, probably about 40 mil. Dow got banned on Twitch and Kick. Why? Don't tell me he's streaming the game. Was mad I wasn't able to go to the game in real life. Now I'm a bit relieved. Yeah, as an Arsenal fan, it's not a great one. What did Dowd do? You can't leave us hanging, Jermaine. Rory, every time we play with 2 attacking 8s, we fall apart and are easy to play against. Look at the home games against Bournemouth and stuff. Hampton. I agree. That's why I think our best midfield next season, especially for the bigger games, will be Arsenal. Will be Partey, Rice, and Odegaard. He streamed the game pretending he was playing FIFA. Well, he's an idiot then, isn't he? He did it for the All-Star game but didn't get banned. Yeah, but so because he did it for the MLS All-Star game and didn't get banned, that means almost certainly someone saw it after the fact and flagged it, meaning that when he did it this time, he did get banned. I don't really have any sympathy for him. You know you can't stream games. Havertz in the midfield. I think Havertz in the midfield for the games where we need where we're dominating the ball and we just need more creativity. But I think we've seen it today against a well-drilled team with high intensity. It didn't work. He posted on TikTok saying he was going to do it as well. Yeah, I mean, look. That's, he's done it to himself. He's done it to himself. Why are we playing so... Why are we playing so poor? What do you think we need to improve? I just think we've just lacked intensity. I think we struggled a bit. I think we are struggling with Havertz in the midfield a little bit. I don't think it works quite as well as it did with Xhaka. Obviously, the thing is, right, the 2 goals that we've conceded were just individual errors. Other than that, it's been a pretty close game. Will there be a penalty shootout after the game? Yeah, there will. I don't know. God, Jorginho's slow, isn't he? United on the attack again. Havertz was non-existent. Yeah. To be fair, you thought it'd be a walk in the park and it wasn't. We've been comfortable. I wouldn't say you've been comfortable. You've been comfortable since it was 2-0. I'd say before that it could have gone either way. The chance, the Martinelli chance, the Nketiah chance. We certainly should have scored, but oh look, United have deserved to win. I definitely think they've fought harder than us. I'm telling you, Arsenal is no threat. All right, well, we'll see. Thoughts on Arsenal's away kit? Not a fan. Thoughts on Patello? Don't know much about him. To be fair, I don't know much about him either. Seems like he's fairly versatile, but opinion on Kobbie Mainoo? Look, I said before the game, if he could have a good game against Rice, Odegaard and Havertz, then fair play to him, and he did. He did. He was impressive. Very impressive. I think the fact that Ten Hag trusted Mainu to play to start this game says a lot as well. I think you'll probably see him quite a lot next season. How on earth are we losing to Scott McTominay playing as a 10? Yeah, but when you're 2-0 up, having Scott McTominay as a 10 is quite good. Rory, fans like you are the reason we've been in the gutter for 2 decades, accepting mediocrity every year with this crap manager and crap squad. All right, buddy. Yeah. Because the thing is, right, obviously, if I sat here and I sat here and I got really angry and I went, it's not good enough, this is disgraceful, sack them all, that would happen. That would happen. They'd all get sacked because Rory Talks Football had said so, and then we'd win the league, right? Genius. Bro, you said Rice better than Partey. What were you smoking? Long term, I think Rice is better than Partey. There's a penalty shootout at the end of the game? Yeah, there is. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about next season. I personally wouldn't get too worried about a pre-season game. Yeah, literally. Poro, Lee Gunner is the man for you. Rory, we know you have that sort of power. What you say goes. To be fair, I do sometimes think Arteta watches the streams. Rice and Havertz getting schooled by an 18-year-old. See, this is where I think people just get carried away. Mainu didn't school them. He had a good game. Like, thoughts on the new Hereford kit? I like it, but I don't know why the badge is so high. Like, is it just me, or the badge is like 3 or 4, or maybe like a couple of inches higher than it should be, and it makes it look really weird. Havertz is shit. We should have added some money to buy Caicedo. Give Havertz time. Just come from TikTok. How was Rice and Havertz? Rice was fine. Havertz was a bit... Havertz was a bit non-existent. It's interesting. Manchester United, before the game, you were saying that this game meant absolutely nothing and that there were no bragging rights because you thought you were going to lose. So it's interesting how you've changed your tune on that, isn't it? Interesting how you've changed your tune. Yeah, to be fair, Aaron, I'm not sure why you're consistently in here. You're a Spurs fan. Arsenal have been shocking tonight. Let's be honest about that. United look sharp. I think that the biggest noticeable difference has been the lack of tempo, the lack of intensity. It's been poor. It has been poor. Because you had the better lineup and you guys were getting too comfortable. But yeah, that's the point though, isn't it? So when you thought you were going to lose, the game meant nothing, but now you've won, it means something. It's just hypocritical. My prediction was 4-1, yeah, I got it slightly wrong. A United fan commented on my TikTok, Arsenal fans actually care about this game, and then came back to it today and commented 2-0. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, the reason you're consistently here, Aaron, is because there are no good Tottenham content creators. That's the real reason. Do you think you've underestimated how good United will be? No. No. I think I overestimated how good Arsenal would be today. I didn't predict that we'd be this bad. Once Saka went off, we lost any kind of threat at all. Yeah, we did. But we never got the ball to. We never got the ball to Saka in the. We never got the ball to Saka in the second half anyway. In fact, we barely got the ball to Saka after the half-hour mark. Oh no, expressions is clear. Yeah, expressions is clear. I think we need more a more direct right wing backup instead of Kudus or Havertz. Someone like Disney. I guess you meant Diaby, but yeah. Did you see Mr. Black's duet to you? Yeah, I knew it was coming for about a week as well. Because I was with Mr. Black last week, and he showed me that he'd saved it ready to make a reply. Aaron's just crying because Kane's going to Bayern. I think Arteta's trying to find a strong enough second string team. Looks like he's still searching. Well, I mean, we played a pretty strong first team today, to be fair. Go on, Smith Rowe. Arsenal fans can't talk for the next week. So would you have been silent for a week if Arsenal had won? Reece Nelson's better than Kudus as a winger. Yeah, but the problem with Reece Nelson is that he's just a completely different dynamic to Saka. Love having a whole chat room on strings. Do you know what? I'm just going to ruin your evening by banning you. So there you go. Have some of that. How'd you like me now? How'd you like me now? I blame the pitch. Quality is awful. The pitch is awful. The pitch is awful. I agree. We were expected to win. Ooh, nearly scored. Nearly scored, but didn't. Thoughts on Henderson to Saudi? Get that money. Get the bread. But look, Henderson to Saudi just shows one thing. Basically, these football players pay for PR teams because the PR teams make them more money with brand deals. But as soon as an opportunity comes in where it's so much more money than any sort of PR can make you, it goes up in smoke. United fans bigging this up more than the 7-Up. I let them enjoy it. Let them enjoy it. Rory, I'm a Spurs fan. You Arsenal fans are so arrogant. You had one good season, 2004, and all of a sudden you think you can chat to Spurs who have got to a UCL final, multiple top 4 finishes. Right. So you've won no trophies. Good one. Ramsdale's been outperformed by Tom Heaton. Well, Ramsdale had a poor game. We haven't conceded a goal since the Summer League started, to put some respect on our defence. Yeah, it's been good. It'll be interesting to see the analysis of Havertz in this game. I don't know if there will be much analysis of Havertz in this game. I don't know if there's much to actually analyse. Surely United have to win the league in UCL after this. That's how it works, right? Yeah. It's good though, right? Everyone says that they want to be the underdogs and they want people to stop. They want people to have them going under the radar. So if the result of this is that everyone thinks that Arsenal was a one-season wonder, because we had we had a bad pre-season game, then no problem. Pre-season overreaction is something. Bad to see people taking us out their top 4. I know. Thinking the Balogun sale might be progressing. I'd assume it has to be, yeah. I would assume it has to be. We surely need more from Havertz if he's to get minutes. Why are Arsenal fans talking about Champions League? Well, we're in it. We're in the Champions League. I just know your shameless fans will celebrate a pen shootout. Well, I don't think we're going to win it. I don't think we'll win the penalty shootout. Ramsdale is not a good penalty saver. Ban Aaron again. I can't see Aaron anywhere in the chat. Carl Hein to save the day. Carl Hein is an elite penalty saver. There you go. That's the end of the game. Will you be streaming Arsenal versus Barcelona? No. No. I will not be streaming it. I'm not even sure that game's going to go ahead, though. I'm not even sure that game's going to go ahead. Scroll up. I can't see anything from him. If we win penalties, we win. So, hey. If we win penalties, we win. Do you know what? I think there's been some smart play here. Arsenal have gone, do you know what? We'll win on penalties. It doesn't matter what happens in the game. We don't need to burn ourselves out to win the game. Let's just take it easy and then win on penalties. Rice and Havertz are actually so bad. I mean, I just think you probably need to not get carried away. Probably not get carried away. What do you get for winning pens? Well, you win the game. If you win pens, you win the game. That's how it works. It's like last goal wins. Where's Aaron at? Where's Aaron at? Where is Aaron at? I've been saying this for months, but Rice and Havertz are not smart signings. This is a true measure of Arsenal, and I can't see us breaching top 3 after watching this. All right, Joshua. It sounds like you are a joy to be around. Listen to Dion, he's a pro baller. More chance of me winning the lotto than Ramsdale saving a pen. Yeah, if we're going to win the penalty shootout, we're going to need them to miss the target. We are going to need them to miss the target. Rory versus Aaron, next YouTube boxing card? Nah. Nah. He's not a YouTuber. I mean, I'm not a YouTuber, to be fair. I'm more of a TikToker. Do you not think this result will have any bearing on our league form? No. We've got, what, another 4 or 5 games before the start of the season? The only game before the start of the season that I think will have any bearing on the season is the Community Shield. I don't think this means anything. Who's better all time, Ronaldo or Messi? I just don't like that debate. I don't like that debate. If Ramsdale saves a pen, it would be better than winning the match. Oh, mate, if Ramsdale saves a penalty, If Ramsdale saves a penalty, that will be the biggest. That will be the biggest thing to take away from the game. Why won't the Barca game go ahead? Because they've all got a viral gastroenteritis or something. They've all got some like virus that's making them all sick. And I don't really want any Arsenal players to get it. Can't wait for the season to start and play our usual game on a slick pitch. I agree. Here you go then. First penalty. Come on, Rambo. Come on, Rambo. Casemiro, Botox man, scores. Ramsdale went the wrong way. At least we got a Jorginho one. At least we got Jorginho one. Invincibles lost to Shamrock Rovers in pre-season. There you go. There you go. Fortunately for the Invincibles, TikTok and YouTube and Twitter didn't exist. Oh Lord, Ødegaard stepping up for Arsenal's first penalty. Interesting run up. Scores. Rambo should just stand in the middle and hope yeah, literally. Literally. Come on, Ramsdale. We all know why Partey's getting sold. Partey isn't getting sold. Arteta spoke yesterday about Partey and how he's a massively important part of our squad. So, catch up. Come on, Rambo. Alright, Ramsdale's gone the wrong way again. To be fair, that was a great penalty. Top right. The camera angle is shambolic. The camera angle is awful. You actually can't see where the ball's going. Burnley apparently going for the conga. Good. You could tell the pitch is used for NFL. Yeah, it's a shocking pitch. Who do you think will make the UCL next season? City, Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool, and Aston Villa. Get on your line, Heaton. There's new rules, mate. You're not allowed off your line. It's Leandro Trossard stepping up. And he scores. Well in, Leandro Trossard. If Ramsdale saves a pen, this is the best day in the club city in my book. Yeah, if Ramsdale could guess the right way, that would be a start. How did your 4-1 prediction go? Not well. Not well. My 4-1 prediction went about as well as Man United's title charge last season. It was a non-starter. I'm fed up with Ramsdale and Gabriel. Same two culprits. Reality check for the fan base. Top two isn't a guarantee. Lindelof against Ramsdale. God, you were right. You were right. Whoever it was that said Ramsdale should just stand down the middle and hope it hits him. If he just stood down the middle. Fucking hell. Ramsdale looks like he's having war flashbacks. Yeah, and he's dodging the ball like it's a flipping grenade. We should have brought Kyle Hine on, I'm telling you. Can this guy please dive the right way once? To be fair, against Sporting, he was diving the right way. He was just still not saving it. So, Fabio Vieira. If Fabio Vieira misses this, he's going to get hounded so badly. If Vieira misses this, the abuse he's going to get, not from me, but from the Arsenal fan base. I swear to God, he's blazed it over the bar. What are you... Mate, he's put it down the middle and flung it over the bar. But he's going to get abuse for it. He's going to get abuse for it. Unbelievable. Rashford against Ramsdale. And it's in. Ramsdale didn't know which way he was going then either. Just saying, if he was a different race, the abuse would have been worse. Wow. Maybe. My stream is buffered now, so that's great. Anyone else's stream died? I feel like I'm well behind now. I'm still seeing a Rashford replay. I'm way behind. Did Jorginho score? My thing's just buffering and fucked. I don't know what's happening. My stream's mangled. Apparently the Arsenal site can't load. So Man U won. Eriksen scored. There you go. Well. 0 out of 5 dives the right way. I mean, all said and done, what a rubbish evening. As Saturday nights go, that was a bad one. As Saturday nights go, that was a bad one. Who's your mod? I am the mod. I am the mod. Yeah. Shock Vieira missed. Yeah. I mean, we couldn't get a Ramsdale penalty save. Fucking lost because Vieira blazed it over the bar. It's not good, is it? It's not good. It's not good. I paid £7 for that. Yeah, you want a refund for that? You want a refund for that? Yeah, Dion, mate. Last warning. Okay, well you had your last warning and you've still done it. So there you go. Au revoir. I'm basing my opinion on the full game, not just the result. We looked really predictable, which was our issue at the end of last season. I think it was more that we just looked off the pace. Early on as well, we created plenty of chances early on. I just think we looked. We just didn't look as up for it as Man United did. Truthfully, they looked like they were far keener. Couldn't even win the shootout. I know. Do we start bringing Turner on for possible penalty shootouts this season? Yeah, genuinely. It's not round. The thing is, guessing the wrong way. I don't even feel like that's Ramsdale's fault, but awful. Are you in London? I am in London. Yeah. Do we start bringing Turner? Oh, no, I've read that already. People say it's only pre-season, true to an extent, but and I'm not gonna panic. But we've got to do better than that. Yeah, of course. But it is what it is. There's no point getting too worked up over it. It is only a pre-season game. It wasn't good, but and everyone thought we were ready for the new season. We're not. Vieira's so bad, too small. Arteta out. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that. The thing is, you just knew it was gonna be Vieira as well. Like, You know, at the end of the day, it's a penalty. Everyone misses penalties, but you just knew it was going to be. Fair play, Brad Painter. It was good to see. Vieira will get a loan. I don't know if he will. On to Barcelona. Yeah, if the Barcelona game even happens, I'll tell you one thing for free. I'm not streaming at 3:30 in the morning for that Barcelona game. Absolutely not. 1-0 Brighton. The only thing that can save the evening is if Chelsea lose. The only saving grace this evening will be if Chelsea lose. Anyway, that is going to be the end of the stream because my girlfriend probably wants to go to bed at this point. And really, so do I. So do I. So I appreciate all of you that have watched the stream. It's unfortunate that it wasn't better. I'll be back tomorrow with the usual content. Probably have a breakdown of the game. Other than that, have a great night. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you're not already. And yeah, catch you later.